Here, Accra, Dahomey, Benin, Lagos, terminate there, and then another corridor going all the way from Benin to the northern Burkina Faso, Niger, Mali, others, and one also the western corridor was the one from Tagrani going all the way to meet the one coming from Accra. So we will have this triangle, and in between they will take their time to develop. So when I was in the ministry, I went to Japan. There was a Japanese company called Marubeni. They were part of NEC, Nippon Electric. And we were thinking of microwave telephone link between the south and the north. Until then, now I don't know, I've been out for a long time, so I'm not sure. But the telephones used to be on poles, and after raining, some branches fell on them, and you couldn't communicate anymore. But this microwave would not be affected. And they thought that a lot of traveling could be cut down if we had more telephone service than driving to a place. We can have a telephone conference with Tamale. Otherwise, we have to drive to Tamale, and we know how much the cost and everything. So, this time, my understanding of the Western Corridor, I have misunderstood it, or I'm trying to compare it to the government Sahara, what do they call it? Northern program.
Yeah.
The program for the
Savannah
project. This goes back as far as Nkrumah. During his time, he thought there was a big dichotomy between the North and the South. The South was more educated, the North was not. So he implemented a lot of programs for the North to catch up. No wonder you have a lot of Northerners as senior officers in the army. And even when we were on government scholarship in Russia, we had shared a room with a Ghanaian Northerner. I got $100, they paid him $200, all to get them to go. So I was thinking the government was trying to create something for Western region, not because of the oil, but as a little payback. Look, the Western region, I never knew for a long time that Western region was the leader in production of cocoa in this country. I thought it was a Bronga. But no, it's here, Western region. Talk about the gold, the diamond, the everything, and we are where we were. In fact, I did an experiment. When I came back, I went to the house I was born. There was a little stone we used to sit on it and play. I went to check if it was there, and it was there. You're talking about 50 years, about 54 years later. That stone is still where it was at that time, So I thought if they were going to have a comprehensive planning for the West to encompass all the other minerals that we have. When it comes to water bodies, we share Tano with Ivory Coast. Then we have Ankobra. Tano is a big voluminous river. Ankobra. And then Pra. Yeah. And where I live now, when it rains and you see the spilling coming down, it's like a fountain. And 10 minutes later, after the rain has stopped, I'm looking for water to flush my toilet, and there is. How come all this go to waste, and then we are not able to catch it or mine it and process it? So I thought they were going to be a very comprehensive plan for the West. And because Nanakata, almost every article you read outside about Western region, the prominent name you hear is about Nanakata. And I am his subject. I come from his place, his country. So I was very proud, to come, only to find out that he is teaching in Cape Coast, and which is good, but that man, I wouldn't be jealous of him. The sort of engagement. And he is lucky that he has a gift of being able to speak extempore. Even when he writes it down, he doesn't read it anymore. But the sort of engagement, last one I heard, the government has formed a commission to review salaries for everybody, especially those in the high hierarchy. Chief judge.
Yeah, not everybody. Some selected.
Yes.
Article 71.
The top, and you can imagine he is there. You know, and other members you look at are not as engaged as he is. So when I saw that he is here and he is involved in the development of this area and the Western Corridor came about, I was very much, that's how one of the things that has attached me to him, that if ever is going to happen, I want to be part. Okay, interview over.
Well, no, let me ask a couple of questions. As I said, as far in point, this is very interesting about Nananketi. I remember when we first came on a visit to the region, the first point of call was Nananketi.
Yes.
And in point of fact, the whole thing was hosted by the Nananketi the Fourth Foundation.
Yes.
So, I mean, there's that recognition.
His uncle.
Well, the foundation is in memory of his uncle.
Okay.
But I think, I mean, he's the chair of the foundation.
Okay.
Yeah. But the point that I wanted to, well, so